peace, love, and light. Let's keep saying until we all get it right. Welcome back to my channel. I am Infamous Q33. I'm coming at you with another video. This is a special video because this is a Q Talk. And today our Q Talk is going to be a little bit more in the realm of dating and online dating specifically. So what I really want to do is just talk a little bit about the beginner's revelation of going into online dating. So go get your snack, girl. Go get you something to drink. Go get some popcorn and some chips. I have some wine. I got my red, and this one is called Menage a Trois. I think it's perfect for what we're gonna be doing up in here. So anyway, I got my drink. I got a little Kim on. Ooh. Little steps in for y'all. Go get your snack. Okay, Kim, we love you. We gotta bring it right on down. Yes. Ooh, just love me some Kim, don't y'all? Oh my God, he's awesome. Anyway, again, glad you're here. Pull yourself on in. We're just gonna be here for a couple minutes, and I'd like to talk to you today about online dating. I got my notes here because I wrote some things down I want to make sure I hit. This is going to be quick. This is not going to be an hour video. I'm just going to hold you for about 10 minutes. So anyway, the first thing I'd like to say about online dating is that it works. I know friends who have met their husbands online or in great relationships with their partners and spouses that they've met online. And even I've chimed in. I have videos about it. Please check them out. Some of them are hella funny. So anyway, I would like to say the first thing you need to do if you're going to online date is go see what's out there. Check out what types of sites you want to be on. And it's not a bad thing if you're on more than one site. I'm really right now just on one site I'm kind of rocking with. But just get on, whatever site you think is cool for you. Right now, I'm actually trying the Facebook dating app. So, and it's been okay. It's been cool because I've met some guys that live in my city. I've had a couple of nice dates. I've had some duds. And right now, I'm kind of rocking with a gentleman that I met. And I met him like last year. So anyway, enough about me. Let's get on to what we're talking about. So number one, check out the sites that you're interested in being on. Like you might want something that's for mixed couples, interracial dating. You might want something that's spiritual. So you might want a Christian website or something in the realm of a religion, or whatever it is you want. So, see what's out there first before you make a decision. And then, like I said, you might want to be on more than one site. But for me, one is enough to try and manage with a full day. So anyway, that's number one. Number two is you gotta build a good profile of yourself. So take a little bit of time. I noticed a lot of guys don't, but also a lot of guys do. A really good profile where they kind of tell you what they want. They tell you a little bit about themselves, what they're into. I think that's great. That's always a plus for me. And if I see or read a guy's profile, even if he's not somebody I'm interested in, if his profile is flawless, I'll say like, ooh, I love your profile. Nice job, whatever. So I just think it's cool when I can tell somebody put a little time into it. That tells me that they're serious about looking for a special person. So I like that. So, and I try to do that with, the site that I'm on. So it's not like you got to write a whole storybook, but you can layer 3 good nuggets about yourself, that'll tell people what you're into. And I think this is always a plus. So the other thing I want to say is photos. Oh, photos are so important. And one thing that really annoys me is when a guy will just have one photo of himself, but it's not even a good photo, or he has shades on, or a hat covered up his face. And I'm like, swipe to the left. I ain't got time for that. So, you've got to have good pictures. Not just good pictures of you looking sexy or a guy looking dapper and debonair, but you might want to have photos so to help build the profile around the type of person that you want to meet. So like if you're into, let's say just horses, I don't know, I'm just off the top of my head. If you're somebody who you love animals and you're into horses, you might want to show some pictures of you on a horse, riding a horse at a horse event, something like that. Or if you're into dogs, a picture of you with your dog at the park, or doing something active, a picture of you, doing something fun. Keep it lively and fun, of course, but give some photos of yourself doing something, so they're not just, beautiful photos of yourself. Sometimes it pays to do a little bit more. So that's another thing. So you might want to do that with your pictures instead of just sexy photos. You might want to have photos of you doing something interesting that will draw more attention to yourself and what you like to do. So I love the idea of that. So that's number 2. And the other thing is, when you writing your profile, I already went over that. Writing your profile, you want to be interesting, you want to be to the point, and you want to kind of give a couple of key points of what you're into. For instance, I'm well traveled. That's all you got to say. I'm well traveled. Or, if you want people to know that, you have pets. I love animals. That's all you got to say. I love animals. I'm into this. I'm into that. So things like that you can drop in your profile, which I think are really cool. I love it when guys tell me that they have a sense of humor or things like that too. So that's something that you want to do. Spend a little time on your profile and put a little work in there so you can get it just right. And then layer those photos the same way. Me, I would say have at least 3 photos of yourself doing something active and not just pictures of you by yourself. With me, I'm gorgeous. So of course, I just put photos up of me, by myself. I didn't think like that, but now I know better. So back to the drawing board, and that's what you need to do. And it's just going to help get you a little more interesting people, I think. So I like the idea of that. And the next thing, when you do online dating, a lot of guys, they do want to meet up. They want to meet you. So I would say this is how I play it, because you want to be safe, especially women. It's all about safety for us. So you never want to meet anybody in a secluded place. You want to meet somebody where there's going to be lots of people around, where if you had to run for your life, you could. So, and I've never had to do that. But I'm just saying, meet somewhere safe. But before you meet with a guy, you really want to kind of get a feel for him. So you want to get in conversations with him, have some moral conversations, ask him interesting questions. I always like to start out with, where are you originally from? Or where is your family from? What are your roots? I like to ask a question like that, because that gives him a chance to pull from a lot. He can talk about his family, when he answers that question. There's just a plethora of avenues that he can go to when you ask a question like that. You never know what you're going to get. So that's a good question to ask, is, where are you originally from? So I love that as like a first question, instead of just saying, tell me a little bit about yourself. So, which that's not a bad question to ask either. But when you ask somebody, where are they originally from, you're going to get a little bit more. So I like the idea of a question like that. And, because you don't want to be too boring, and just be robotic with questions. And one thing that I also tell some of my lady friends is to go online and Google questions to ask an online date, because you can pull from these sites free, and they're fun questions, that you can ask. So it's not just robotic. You to ask a question and he asks the question. So these are fun questions that will make you laugh, and when you are getting to know this person, you want to be a little flirty, not vulgar or anything like that, but you want to be cute and flirty and coy, when you're having conversations with them. Not overly so, but, just give them a hint of fun. Like, you are actually trying to meet, the love of your life. Okay? Okay. All right. Enough said about that. So what else can I tell you guys about the online dating? We got the profile. We got the photographs. We've got the questions that you want to ask. Oh, we were actually talking about feeling the guys out. So forgive me, I can be all over the place sometimes. But when you ask a guy these type of questions, like where he's originally from, and you just let the conversation flow. And I would say, you know, meeting a guy in the same week, that's not really my practice unless I feel like he is like a professional. He's a lawyer, a doctor, or something in that realm. He's got nothing to lose, so you know he's not supposed to do nothing crazy. So if he's like, you know, hey, I really want to meet up with you, you know, let's have coffee. I feel like if you talk with him enough and you feel like he seems like a safe person, coffee is a good place to start, because guys do want to meet up. If they're really serious, guys want to meet up. They want to see you. So that's the other thing with photographs. Have a full body shot so they can see you from head to toe, so they can see what you look like and from head to toe. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to meet up with them anyway, they're going to see you. So let them see all of you, girl. I know I do. It's a whole lot of this over here. So anyway, let them see what you're working with. You know, you don't have to have your boobs out or nothing like that, but just, you know, let them see a full body shot so they can see your figure and all of that. And so they can see that you're a real woman, because there's some imposters out here, if you feel me. So, just, you know, do that. You know, be safe with it. Feel him out. You know, use your intuition and feel the guy out. And if you like the conversation, you like where it's going, he seems respectful, and, you know, he's offering up, hey, let's go to coffee. Because I'll have guys that'll say, hey, you know, what are you doing, you know, later in the week? You know, maybe we can have dinner. I'll say, well, let's just do coffee, because I don't want to be like in a situation where you're having dinner with a guy. I mean, you can always go Dutch and all of that. If he's a gentleman, he's probably going to want to pay. So I would be like, let's just do coffee. That way it's not a whole big thing and you can just have fun with it. And then if it goes really well with coffee, you can, you know, he'll probably make that first date. And it's not a bad thing if a woman makes a first date either. If you say, you know what, I really enjoy where this conversation is going. You know, what are you doing next weekend? I'm free. And, you know, I would love to go to dinner with you. Bam, just like that. Just do it. So I think once you do all of that and you get the intuition, you know, talking to you, you can make your moves. So that's the next thing. So where else am I going to go with this conversation? The other thing is, number one, make sure you're ready to date. I've said this in all my videos. Make sure you ain't holding on to past relationships, and, you know, that your mind is clear. You're really ready for dating. I mean, we all got shit. You know, stuff comes in and out of our lives. But I'm just saying, make sure you're open and ready to love, that you believe it can happen for you, and that, you know, you deserve love, and that, you know, it's coming. Like, be in a positive space about it, because if you're not, and you're holding on to things in the back of your head, you might draw that to you. So girl, don't be out in these streets raggedy like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Cheers. I'll drink to that. Yes. Yes. So be clear and be open and honest when you're dealing with people. I just feel like that's best. You know, you ain't got to tell them your whole life and all your business, but just be open and let things flow and unfold. I have a friend who says that word, and I love that word. Just see how things unfold, but be open and be honest and see what the universe has to offer. So where are we at? Ooh, we're 14 minutes in this video. I didn't mean to be this long. Let's see if there are any other little cute tips I want to bring to you real quick. We talked about the profiles, all of that. I think we're done. We're done here. Wow, another successful Q talk. The only other thing I wanted to tell you is, when you have those negative thoughts and you're not, you know, ready to date, that's what you're going to draw to yourself. Bad energy. So girl, do yourself a favor and just be positive, be open, know that you are enough, know that you are deserving of a beautiful relationship. So I hope these few little tips helped. And, you know, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments for me. Look at me with my finger. I cut myself at work. Anyway, paper cut, dealing with paper all day. But why don't you give me some questions so that way when I talk again and give advice about dating, I'll pull from you guys questions and I'll answer them, you know. So I think that will be good. I'll read the questions and answer them on the next video that I do talking about dating. So this has been a very successful Q Talks. I hope you've learned something today. I hope I've given you at least one tip that you can use. I hope if you're afraid of dating online that I've encouraged you to do it. And just put in a little bit of work for that profile, found those perfect photographs that are going to show you in action doing something that you love. And I guarantee you, you're going to find a winner. Or as one of my really good friends said, you're going to find yourself a champion, girl. So I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.